I ain't gonna say this bitch ass nigga.
Because technically, you and your wife were the minority.
True.
And because you were the minority, if you didn't have the same understanding, the same support as the group you were with, then you were seen as invaluable. You were like a tossed aside until you were like, oh, but I dated someone of the same group. Exactly. That's when your opinion became valid.
I was
This just in. If I was there, I'd fuck him up. Can you keep going?
Yeah, no, it was quite an awkward situation. I was at a, shall we say, a gathering where it was actually kind of fun. People would write down questions, put them in a bowl, we'd read them out, and everyone would answer them. And my question, one of the questions that came up was about the Brett Kavanaugh thing back when that was still trendy. And all I said was, if I was accused of something, I'd hope people would hold off judgment until it was proven or not. That's quite literally all I said. I don't think it's too hot of a take. But anyway, I was physically threatened for it. I was told that I should shut my mouth or pretty much I'd get my ass kicked. Now, I was the only white person at this event, and my wife is Middle Eastern. So we were the only two people that probably needed sunscreen in the area. And what I thought was odd was the person, whenever my wife would talk, I noticed this one gentleman seemingly almost show visible signs of anger. Like, what are they doing here? And everyone else was really nice, by the way.
He's not a gentleman, but keep going. Don't disrespect gentlemen like that.
Fair enough. When he threatened me, I didn't really know how to take it, and because it was just so out of left field. I literally thought I was among friends in that regard. When he threatened me, I didn't know what to do, and I kind of just stood there, kind of confused. And I was really glad because one young lady kind of called him out and was like, "What are you doing?" But yes, I agree. The hatred that people feel, and how should I put it?
It was the young lady. Was it?
No, it wasn't her.
Oh, go figure. Keep going.
I don't think she heard it. She was on the other side of the table.
Okay.
I don't think she heard it. It was someone closer to us.
All right.
But anyway, it was the hatred that I feel like his hatred that he has of people that don't look like him must come from just a long time of simply put, not the same way a rednecks would, not interacting with people of a different race, right? Being able to think these things without your prejudices being challenged. You know what I mean? We can all be like goddamn Russian people, but if we never meet one, we're never going to know if we're wrong. You know? So I did think it was someone who thought I was encroaching on their space, and based on my political difference, he wasn't looking for an ally. He was looking for the hatred to be guided to its natural location.
And then you told him, "Yo, man, calm that shit down. I fuck black bitches too."
I mean,
that came up another day.
I mean, I can jump on that too. I have a ton of people I know that would fall into the redneck category that in casual conversation would say something that'd be deemed as racist. But if they saw anyone of any skin color on the side of the road with a flat tire, they would be the first person that would pull over and change that tire for them. And I mean, these are people that you would never think would do that kind of thing. I mean, they would say something in conversation that would be deemed as completely off the wall. But they see a family in trouble on the side of the road. Oh, yeah, man, I got you. Man, son, you just got to take those bolts off. You got the spare in the back? Yeah. Don't go over 55 miles an hour until you get to that NTB because this thing might blow up. But you got that jack stand, the little thing with the thing in the back. There it is. All right, yeah, I got you. Well, it's just that, like he was saying, like Jimmy was saying, was that people focus hate until they meet someone of that particular race, ethnic background, religion, etc., that they can get along with. And pure racism as we see it isn't that. That's an ignorance. That's a thing that, oh, I don't like this person because I don't know what they are. And then you meet someone from that background, you change your whole perspective. Racism is the person that meets someone from a different background that doesn't change their perspective, which is a vast minority of even the people that everyone would think would classify as racist. I mean, 100%. I mean, there is, for every 100 people that is saying something racist that saw, you know, an ethnic family in trouble, maybe one or two of them would pass by.
Ask you a question, flip that on your head. How many people that go out of their way to say, oh God, I love people of this race, do you think would actually stop that car and help them?
Hell no, I told you.
Those are politicians.
Those are white liberals.
Those are, like, that's what you are 100% right in that some people just talk and they don't care about our cultural standards, right? They just talk. But you know what? That doesn't mean they're not helpful people.
Exactly. I mean, I probably know 4 or 5 people personally from meeting them in real life that have said how much they care about different movements of minorities that would drive right on by someone that needed to change a tire. And I know 5 to 10 people that have said something questionably racist in their life that would be the first ones that would pull over and be like, I'll help you change that tire. What's going on?
So, you know what's funny about that, right? Given my background, my history of me growing up in the South, Montgomery, Alabama, been around a lot of questionably white folks, right? The craziest shit about these quote-unquote questionably white folks, they love the fuck out of my black ass. Ain't no bullshit, you man. Them motherfuckers is some of the most fun-loving motherfuckers you'll ever meet. They'll say some crazy shit, and you gotta hold up now. That's not everybody.
Slow your roll, pump your brakes on what you're saying. That might be considered a little bit fucked up right now, but you know, that also goes back to, are we judging people by the words coming out of their mouth or the actions that they're taking?
The actions.
Are you judging someone because they said something questionably racist at one point in time and then they helped a black family, any ethnic family, get on their way and change their tire? Is that person racist because they said something questionable but the action they took was helping someone? Or someone who, on the face value, every time they're asked about it, says the most politically correct thing, but when they see someone in trouble, they pass by?
So it's pretty much what you're saying is, if you have something to lose, you're in the public eye, obviously you're going to say what's politically correct, so you're not seen as the enemy or as racist. But when you're talking about the average person, they're probably just ignorant until they meet someone of, you know, common ground, someone that they have a lot in common with, and then they're like, oh, you're cool. Because I think racism is taught. Like, you're taught to hate a certain group of individuals because they're not like you.
Sure.
So you have that generalization of, okay, yeah, I don't like this group of people, but then when you meet someone of a different group, and you're like, oh, this person is cool. So it changes your whole perspective.
But I don't think you need to lose the humor. Racial humor is funny. Saying an off-color joke is funny. Why? Because it's the ridiculousness of it. You know what I mean? The racial jokes are funny because of the, I really believe this. You know what I mean? That's why they're funny.
No, so check this out, right?
But they're not funny though because words are violent.
Oh my God.
No, so check this out,
But
right?
Bro, if you tell me I need 100 SPF sunscreen,
Yeah.
I will agree with you because I get sunburned as fuck. Like, my grandfather, who is as white as I am, has literally used what I have seen as a racial slur against white people and called me paper before because I wasn't outside working as much as he was, so I didn't get a tan. Like, and I actually saw that one time on a list of slurs for white people, and I was like, my white grandfather used a racial slur against white people, against me, calling me paper. Like, no, he was being funny because I was pale as shit at the time because I was never outside. That wasn't racist. That was him just saying I was white as shit. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are hating that person because you will rib them about something.
Wait, so you didn't feel like you were being attacked?
No.
What type of mutant are you?
Yes, actually, I take it back. Fuck him, fuck them,
Not
and
only
fuck
that,
you.
like,